Hey, what's up? It's Jim, and I just got back from the new film, Mama. Two girls who are found in the woods after living there for 5 years by themselves in this house. After their father goes on the run after he kills his estranged wife and several of his business partners and leaves with his daughters, crashes his car in the woods, and then brings his daughters to this strange house where a mysterious presence named Mama is there and protects these children as they live in the woods for 5 years, until their dad's brother, their uncle Lucas, who has search parties constantly looking for them, finds them, and after they realize that they're well adjusted enough to live with him and his girlfriend, played by Jessica Chastain, who doesn't really like kids and plays in a rock band and has short black hair, and they live with them, and then Mama starts haunting the house they live in, and they have to figure out what Mama is and why she's haunting them, and hopefully how to get rid of her. I was really actually scared a bit by Mama, and the tense, creepy, spooky feeling I had throughout this film isn't a feeling I've had through a lot of mainstream horror films. A lot of times I'm disappointed, I'm laughing, the advertising lies to me, it's just kind of dumb, stupid fun. I don't care if people yell out during the movie. And Mama was a different experience because I really got creeped out, and I felt that feeling of unease. And the way this film had this creepy mood throughout it, and it played it very well, really worked for the film. And I was kind of surprised. This is this director's first film, Andy Muschietti. It's produced by Guillermo del Toro. I think the spooky vibe of this film is certainly more important to this director than plot and logic, but for the majority of the film it's enough to really make for a really great horror movie. I don't think it's perfect. It's better directed than I've seen from a lot of horror films. He does these tracking shots that are really artfully done and really suspenseful. The way he uses the camera reminds me a little bit of Carpenter and the tracking shots Carpenter did, but it's almost a little artier than what Carpenter did. Muschietti seems to be doing it to really show intensity and really do something with it. He did that in the short film that this movie is based on, and how Guillermo del Toro found out about him, which is also called Mama, which is online everywhere. And to be honest, is more of a really cool sizzle reel. And he's really good at it. I haven't seen a horror director be able to use the frame as well as Muschietti does. There was one shot that he would hold on for a while where Jessica Chastain is just doing laundry and the girl's door is open, and you realize the one girl's not pulling on this towel with her sister, she's pulling on the towel with Mama, and that was a really well done scene. He's really good at staging and organizing these shots and making them both really clear to the audience and just a fun shot to watch. I really love the mood of it, but then at the same time the storytelling is a little weak and unclear. There's just questions I had and kind of basic weird lapses in logic, why is everyone keep investigating the woods at night? At night? I don't even like to go in the woods at night when I'm not investigating a ghost story. Suddenly things would conveniently happen, or things would happen that weren't fully explained, the house they live in, which is rented from this therapist guy so he could monitor the girls because they're such a strange case. And then suddenly I realized, oh, I guess he has an office there and a secretary? They didn't fully explain that stuff, and the poor storytelling in it doesn't really affect most of it because it's so well directed and you have all this suspense and it really is working for all that, and it's kind of mood over story, and I think that works for the majority of the film, but especially towards the end you start to notice yeah, when you don't have the greatest story it still affects the movie. And I like the classic ghost storiness of it all. It's certainly one of the better directed horror films to come around in a while, but it's just that it really starts to fall apart towards the end because the story is so weak and the logic is kind of weak. There wasn't really great character development. I can't remember feeling this creeped out for a majority of a horror film in a while, and I almost can't wait to watch this late at night in my apartment, with all the lights out. I think, it'll probably be even spookier. So if you have seen Mama and you would like to talk about it, then comment below in the comments and subscribe if you would like to.